How you going, guys? Now today we are here at Pedders Suspension. Now what we're doing is we're upgrading the suspension in our Mx5. Now the car, you would have seen it, last year we took it in the Advan Neo Cup. Basically all it had was a set of lowered springs in it and the Advan tyres and rims and exhaust intake, but really minor stuff, and went okay. Handling was good. Mx5s aren't too bad out of the box, but everything's a bit worn out. But now we're upgrading it and it's going to be awesome. So the thing is, Pedders have come on board and we're putting the extreme coilovers in it, we're putting white line sway bars on it, and we're just giving the thing a new lease on life. A couple of facts about the coilover itself. It's got 30 positions of bump and rebound adjustment. It's designed in Australia, so it's designed for our pretty awesome roads. Like up where we live, it's pretty bumpy sometimes, but the thing is you'll get that nice smooth ride on the road, but then you can still go to the track and enjoy yourself with good handling. It's ride height adjustable down the bottom here, which unlike some of your older coilovers, you know, you have to adjust them here, which means you're stuffing around with the spring rate. But you know, it's a coilover that's not going to make your car handle like a drift car. It's going to handle well, but give you a good ride. And the other thing is too, is that they're available for tons of different cars. And like, here's an example of just a couple that they're available for. But the best bit about it is that I don't have to work on the car, the guys are doing it now, so I can get back to updating my Facebook status. So here's the original strut out of the car. It's leaking, and as you can see, it's got a lowered spring on it, and these were in the car when we got it. And you know, Mx5s don't handle too badly, and ours was pretty good, but considering the rest of it's all worn out, I'm thinking the new stuff's going to make a pretty big difference. A lot of people fall into the trap of just chucking a set of coilovers in their car, and you know, whilst that might make your car feel like it handles a bit better, you know, cars like this have got 200,000 plus Ks on them. You know, this car's 1996 model, so it's done a few years of service, but you know, people neglect stuff like steering. So what we're doing, we've got brand new rack ends and tie rod ends, but we've also got new wheel bearings. So it's going to tighten it all up like a new car again, but with the added coilovers and sway bars, you know, it's going to make the handling really great. Okay, so just have a look at this here. Now, a really important part of this coil over here is that the bottom here is your height adjustment. So it's separate, the top part here. So a lot of older coilovers, you'd basically be adjusting this ring here to adjust your height. But the problem is this sets your preload for your springs, which means it's going to be harder or softer. And you know, you're really sacrificing handling if you're using that to adjust your height. So basically now it's two completely separate items. So you get great handling and perfect ride height without sort of sacrificing one for the other. Here's the original sway bar at the front of the car and the white line one. Now it's a bit heavier and a bit thicker than the original one, so it's going to reduce body roll, and in combination with the new coilovers, it's going to handle heaps better. just hooking in so we get this thing done by the end of the day. Just putting the new tie rod ends on. It's, I can't take all the credit, I've done nothing so far, so I'm just helping out with this really hard bit. Don't forget to put this in. So new rear sway bar, a bit chunkier than the old one, but also adjustable. Nearly done. Let's put the wheels back on, put on the aligner, check the ride height, and next thing's the racetrack. Well, let's give it a test. Okay, it's all done. Coilover's in, it's ready to hit the track. This is Pedro here, he's the manager. Thanks mate, thanks for your time now.
Pleasure.
As far as taking the car out now, what do you recommend?
Well, what I pretty much say to all of my customers, you always need to allow some time and a few kilometers based on daily driving to let the suspension settle, everything settle down, and probably 5 to 1,000 kilometers. Always bring it back in for a safety inspection, just make so that everything's there within measurements, and everyone's happy at the end of the day.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well,
simple as that.
We'll take it out for a drive, see how it feels, and then 500 or 1,000 k's time, we'll hit the track and we'll get back to you with another video.